Okay, so how many of you have decided the move? 3 people, 4 people. Let's start with Neerav. What do you say?
Sir, King C3.
King to C3 says Neerav. How many of you agree with him?
No.
Okay, what is your move, Priya?
Sir, A5.
And how many of you
Wait,
agree?
no, I mean
Now
A5.
silence, please, Neerav. You don't have that much control over what you say, what you think, is it?
Sir,
That I
I
tell
mean-
you, ask you question, you tell a move, and then when someone says you tell some other move. That's not needed.
Sir, I was telling A5, but then I told the next one.
That means you don't have any control over what you're doing. Same thing happens in games. So first calm down and then answer. Aru, what do you say?
A5.
Okay, how many of you agree with Prayan, by the way? Okay, so nobody wants to play pawn takes
Sir,
pawn?
that's a blunder.
1 second, patience.
Sir, I want to be politics.
Okay.
So that's a blunder.
Prayan, calm down. If you're not calm, I will not give you a chance. Srikanth, what are you doing? So Ansh is saying pawn takes pawn. Why is it bad, Prayan?
Sir, after pawn takes pawn,
Huh.
king will go to C.
King will go to C3, pawn will take the pawn and promote. What king C3?
No, pawn takes, then
Pawn takes, pawn takes.
Yeah.
Huh.
Then king C3.
King C3, okay.
Huh. Then king A2.
King A2.
Huh.
You understand?
Sir,
So
then
black
king.
will bring the king up.
Yeah,
And black
and
will win the game.
then king to D.
D4, king
D4.
D3, it's gone. It's
And-
gone. Okay.
yeah.
Now, those who are saying pawn to A5, after king C1, what's your next?
Sir.
1 second. Aro.
Sir, King C3.
And if I again go to D1?
Sir,
Sir, D4. King D4.
Oh, king D4. Okay. And if you go to D4, I go to D2.
Sir, King C5.
King C5. King C3.
sir, gone.
No.
Sir,
Wait. So you're
Sir.
getting that pawn, but you're losing this pawn. And you're
No,
losing.
sir,
I'll
after
just
that
promote.
B6.
King B6.
Yes.
I go to C4.
Sir, I take the pawn. and
You
B6.
take, I push.
Uh,
You move the king, I push
sir,
again.
how? You did not take the pawn.
I took it. So, okay. So king c1, king c3, king d1, king d4, king d2, king c5, king c3, king takes. King
No,
takes.
sir, not that. King
Oh, you
B6.
won't take the c pawn. You will directly go to. Okay, you will go to b6. Right? Okay, I take the pawn.
Sir, then I also take.
You will take. I'll move my king to c.
so won't you take the A4 pawn?
King is on a6. How will it
No,
take
no,
the a4 pawn?
black king will take A4. No.
No, it's protected by the
Protected
king.
by the pawn. Oh, wait, one second.
No, sir. King goes from C5 to D6. We take the B4
We
pawn,
take
right?
the b4 pawn.
Then
He
king
goes to. He takes the a
yeah,
pawn.
we take the A4 pawn.
You take the a4 pawn.
Yeah.
So the king is on B4.
The pawn is on a5, na?
No. Oh yeah.
What are you saying? So calculate properly. If not, double check your calculation.
Sir,
So I move the king.
Sir,
You will also move your king.
Yes, sir.
I'll push my pawn to b4.
Sir, I'll also.
You will push. I'll push. You will push. I'll push. Wait, where was the pawn? I push to b4. I push to b4. You push here. Push.
Sir,
Push. Promotes.
Sir,
Maximum
but then-
it will be a draw.
Sir,
I promote. You promote and I promote with a
So,
check.
but then instead of moving the king to C4, you can directly
Push on top of the king.
No.
Ah,
No,
then.
I had
Okay,
some-
now, so that's why that line does not work.
So-
There is, I mean, it can, but it's difficult to. So let's see what Arya was saying. So pawn push, king c1, king c3, king d1, king d4. This is what we're discussing. So Arya believes that white is in time to at least make a draw. But let's see what our analysis was. We move the king c5, king c3, king takes, he doesn't take there. No? He plays king b6. We take, he takes, we move the king, he moves the king, push. No, I promote first, right, Arya?
No, sir.
Okay, let's see. So king b6, right? King takes,
Sir,
king moves, push.
So then
Push, promotes.
So
At
we
the
have
same
to
time.
check also.
Yeah, promotion, the
Then
check
take
or
the
not, it's a
pawn.
queen and queen. What's the big deal about a check? King will move. King will take the pawn or king will move.
So then that's a blunder because then king into H1.
So king will not take the pawn, king will move. So there will still be a pawn left to play with. But that pawn will be taken with the queen next move.
So but then we'll just keep.
So that also kind of works.
So then
But they
why
still have
don't
a
we,
pawn.
sir, then
They
why
still-
don't we push the C pawn? Like instead of moving the king, we push the C
Oh,
pawn.
okay. So you're saying, let's go back. This position, okay, pawn was here.
No. The king
One
was
second.
on A6.
So after a5, white went d4. After king to d1, he went to d4, king d2, king c5, king c3, king d6. Yeah, that's a good point. King takes, but that pawn anyway it's one step behind. So king moves, pawn
Yes, sir.
push, pawn push, pawn push, pawn push. Yeah, same thing.
No, sir, but
No, sir, but then
you
the
can get the advantage.
How?
Sir, after you promote, they also promote.
Huh.
We can start
Black
giving
can-
checks.
Yeah, but the checks are not
But you
going to
can't
help.
give checks forever.
Yeah, but black has an extra pawn, so if the exchange
So
of
you
queens
can take
happen,
queen a5 and win the pawn actually. Queen a5.
but it's black's. Okay, you're saying after promotion,
Yeah,
promotion.
but queen a5.
Okay.
And you get the pawn back.
So it seems fine.
No, after queen a5, what about king c4?
King
They
c4,
have
queen
queen and
takes.
king now.
So that also seems fine. But anyway, let's go back. So the basically the easiest way to draw this,
So I
you don't
should
need to.
So just keep blocking the king.
Yeah. So let's go back. So after a5, king c1, king c3, king d1, you don't need any of this calculation. You have a very easy draw, risk-free draw by just playing king d3. Simple, no? Why take all this risk? That's what Prayan was saying, right? Who else was thinking about king
I
d3?
knew that, but
Okay.
my goal was to
So
try
the
to
black king cannot escape. There's nothing to do. The pawns cannot move because if you push the pawn, then white will just promote.
Promote first and
So
then.
the king is stuck. So that's what we had to see there. But okay, let's go to the next position.
Or the air thing. Well, he was already from the beginning.
So our topic is
Defense.
yeah.
And
Do we
his
have to
favorite
draw?
thing.
No, not draw. Like you can win a game by defending also. Usually, what happened? You
Yeah.
can't win a game by
They
defending.
always
So you can
win
counter
by
attack.
attacking.
Another kind of
I
defense.
never won with attack in the world.
If your opponent sacrifices on h3, a bishop on h3, then how will you win without defending? If you defend, you win. It has never happened. Opponent has never done a sacrifice on you and you won.
Sir, have.
That's what I'm saying.
Completely winning.
And it's back to his old hobby.
Sir, but that plan was only during
Sorry, sorry. Sorry, white has to fight a bit, but it's winning. Yeah.
Oh, sir, white's winning.
When I'm setting the position, please do not disturb. Wait.
Black is winning. Black is definitely winning. Definitely. One move different. It's white.
Those who talk unnecessarily will not get a chance to solve.
So what?
What about it? Yeah, those who are already in red zone, they're already one step close to losing 10 points.
Oh, okay, fine. Now it's okay.
No, sir, it's still
Alright.
Okay, so black has just played rook to e4. It is white's chance. After 3 minutes, we will discuss the solution. Yeah, sure, anytime.
So what happens? Black just plays.
Black played rook to e4.
How is it equal? It's a d5.
Ah, okay. That's because I'm setting. Okay, anybody decided? Nobody, okay. Tough position. If you get this in a game, it all hangs by in the balance. You don't play the right move, you will get roasted.
Can you give us a little hint?
Sir, there's so many kinds of checkmates that can be done here, sir. What kind of defense is there?
There is.
If you're saying so many kinds of checkmates, then you haven't understood the position properly.
I mean, there are two checkmates.
Okay, two fine. More than two.
Huh. Two checkmates are there.
Mm-hmm. That's why we need to get better at defending. Anyone decided?
No.
So it's 2 pieces extra for white. You defend properly, you win the game. You don't defend, you get checkmate. Yes.
Knight to c1.
Knight to c1 is the correct move. The only move that keeps the advantage and does not lose.
How?
Everything. Because you're getting 1 piece to
No, but then you
defend.
can just keep moving your pawns.
Where?
If
Where?
I can.
When the queen is attacked.
Oh!
So you're 2 pieces up. You need to believe in your position first of all. You're 2 pieces up. If
Sir,
you
one
bring,
second. Oh, wait,
first listen. If you bring your pieces for defense, then there is no checkmate in this position. He can try. Of course, he will try. Because this square is covered by the bishop. So that checkmate is not a problem.
So you can bring the bishop with the black.
The queen is attacked right now.
No, sir, like later on after this.
So then later on you also bring your pieces. So you have to start that with knight. That's very important. If you don't play knight, then next, what is the threat that black is making right now? If you give black one move, what move would black? Yes, Priya.
Sir, queen to a3.
No, that's not the main move. Black would want to play this.
No, sir, but it's still checkmate. No, queen a3.
Queen a3 is checkmate.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I move the king. Next. Rook check.
Huh.
King c2.
King c2.
Then queen.
Queen b2 is check. Yeah, correct. So that is a threat. It's a good point. So on top of that, there is also this.
Huh.
Because the threat is this checkmate.
And,
Right?
and
So-
queen b2.
Queen b2 is also there.
So, but
it's
isn't there sorry, bishop c1?
Then queen.
Queen b1 checkmate.
No!
Sir,
Sir, queen b1 is.
Bishop
Sir,
comes to
queen-
c1,
Ah,
then queen
Queen
b1 checkmate.
a4.
Everything is made. So basically the threat is big. After rook e4, rook d5, it looks like black is going to win, but not if you play this, because you're gaining a crucial tempo and bringing your piece to defense. So now knight comes here, like for example, if queen gives a check, you bring the knight in. And then they will bring the rook in. But by that time, what will we do?
rook b1.
Yeah, no problems. There's no checking. You just have to defend the right way. Just bring your pieces for the king
Yeah,
to the
right way.
thing and you win. So now we'll start our games.